All right, now we're moving on to circles. You all know what circles are in the real world. Mathematically or algebraically, circles are the set of all points equidistant from a fixed point. That distance that is equidistant is what you probably know of is the radius. And then that fixed point is called the center. And the center is referred to as the coordinate h, comma, k. So we have the standard form of a circle, x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. Any coordinate xy is equidistant from the center hk. So we can actually use this to find equations of circles. So if we want to find the standard form of the equation of the circle whose center, and since we know that the center is hk, if the center of the circle is 3, negative 4, and passes through the point negative 1, 5, we have a value of x and y, we have h and k. We know that here x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared is the standard form. So we could immediately say x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared is half the equation. These two negatives do make a positive, and then we're left with figuring out what r is. Now remember, r is the distance between any point on the circle and the center, but also every point on the circle must satisfy this equation. So we can actually plug in negative 1, 5 in this equation to figure out what r squared is, to then plug it back in to the standard form. So we can go negative 1 minus 3 squared plus 5 plus 4 quantity squared. That is equal to or equivalent to r squared. So we simplify negative 4 squared plus 9 squared equals r squared. Negative 4 squared is 16. 9 squared is 81. 81 plus 16 is 97. And that gives us r squared. Now the reality is that the radius is the square root of 97, but in the equation for a circle we actually need the value r squared. So we can now say that the equation of the circle centered at 3, negative 4 is x minus 3 squared plus y plus 4 squared equals 97.